It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Markkanen. Walker Kessler is out there with George. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. And for Charlotte, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Knueppel. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. Jazz passing it around. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
And Kessler throws it down.
Well, tremendous strength and authority on that dunk. Nicely done, Walker Kessler.
Ball from long range. Good on the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Hendricks. To the left side wing. Outside, Markkanen. The three-pointers off the mark. And here's Charlotte. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
You know, this was about their perseverance and their conditioning. To me, that was the difference in overtime.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Jazz have traded away a lot of their veterans. All-star Lauri Markkanen still remains. After a down-shooting season a year ago, perhaps he needs to build his value back up around the league before they would consider moving him.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. To the middle. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. There's Ball with the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Kessler. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Diabate's checked in, and it's Sexton in for Knueppel. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep the leads in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Charlotte's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Shots good by Miller.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Off target with his 3. The Hornets have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. A shot by Diabate, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. Trailing by 2, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing 2 teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Left side, George. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
To the paint. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here's Sexton. Still yet to score. And the Hornets trying to build a foundation to us. As we know, there are no quick fixes.
And I know that's tough for fans to hear. They've already endured so much losing with this organization. But the bottom line is, Kev, you know this, talent wins in this league. And it's not just some talent. You need a lot of it.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Bailey out there with Filipowski. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Collier. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. Hornets leading by 4. Got it. Good job on the low post.
Come on now, that's easy money.
And the Jazz with possession here. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. Puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
That's just about size right there. Big Nurk, get up and get down.
Here's Sexton. Nails the baby hook. Sexton's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hornets.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Anderson. Banked in off the glass.
From a scoring standpoint, this is where Kyle Anderson makes his living, in that painted area.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Miller's checked in for Sharp. Knipple comes in for James. Then for the Jazz, Hendricks is checked in, and it's Markkanen in for Kyle Anderson. Here's Bridges. Hendricks pulls it in.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Hornets leading by 4. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. Markkanen in the corner. There's the triple. The Hornets pull it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. Just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined. Okay, a chance to check out the numbers for Miller. Good season for him last year. He was around 21 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Walker Kessler comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Georgia subbed in for Collier. Knipple, no good. Jazz trail by 8. George double-teamed, and Kessler throws it down.
Well, Keontae George demonstrating right there he's a team-first guy. Teammate open, you put it where it needs to be.
Here's Sexton. Buries it down low. Sexton's got 8 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
George double-teamed, pass to Hendricks. Here's Kessler. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, Kessler right in that restricted area. Good finish.
Sexton's shot is good.
You can see the team is just continuing to call his number. Until the defense figures it out, it ain't going to change.
George passes to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, a big night for the big man, Walker Kessler, playing with tremendous confidence.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Plumlee is checked in for Charlotte. Trey Mann comes in for Colin Sexton. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got the lead up to 8 now for Charlotte.
Yeah, the tight window that Trey Mann had to create from, that's a big-time bucket, folks. He made it look easier than it is.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now Markkanen fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And, guys, has been the driving force for Charlotte. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Will return shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, they got a lift from their bench. Those guys came in, got the buckets, and took some pressure off their starters.
They have contributors up and down that roster. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
You take a look at the Hornets. It's still too early to tell. I mean, you can't judge a movie based on the first 15 minutes. Got to let things develop.
Yeah, I could judge your movies off the first 5 minutes.
Easy, easy, easy. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Walter Kessler displaying his skills in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Knipple and Miller are your wingmen. Plumlee is at center and Bridges next to him. And it's Ball in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Charles Lee.
Good work by Knipple, getting involved on the break.
Utah with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Here's George, and Utah turns it over again. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Fifth, the Jazz.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Ball with the bucket.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Jazz trail by 16. Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And, Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
Pass to Sensabaugh. That ball's nice feed that time from George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
You can see Keontae George, a guy who can score it, but that ability to pass and complement that scoring so critical.
Took him no time at all on that one. Knipple's got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They rolling.
Hessler against Plumlee.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Count the basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
A minute 42 left to play in the third. Jazz trail by 15. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. On the floor now for Charlotte. And a switcher also for Utah. Collier, he's checked in for Markkanen. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
On the wing, and there's another one for the Hornets.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 17. Collier. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Collier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
I think when you think about the young man, Trey Man, it's that he brings such a high motor. You never have to wind him up. Believe it or not, such a valuable attribute.
Pass to Nurkic. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
On the wing, man. He's got 9. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Trey Man has been in the rhythm, and that's a problem. This guy wants to put the ball in the basket.
And stolen by James. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. So on, no good. Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Filipowski. Spiked away. Here's Man. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
All of 6'3", and Man getting off the floor. He's got some spring.
Here's George. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And so it's Charlotte controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. We've got Collier. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Mikhailuk in a shooting guard. And he gets the bucket. Diabate's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hornets. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Pass to Filipowski. Utah moving it around.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. High post shot. Ball no good.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Takes it out to Markkanen. No good on the three.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
It's good.
Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
To the left wing from downtown. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's ball. It's hauled in by George. Utah has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
Hornets leading by 22. Plumlee trying to break loose. Ball with the bucket.
This is where the size of LaMelo pays off, folks. 6'7" and ready to finish.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Sends the ball, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. That bucket in no time at all.
Boy, what a nice find from LaMelo Ball. You can tell this guy loves setting up his teammates.
Jazz have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And George, here we go. Hornets have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Simpson. And here's Sexton. Clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LaMelo Ball.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game. Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Pass to Sensabaugh, and stolen by James. There's a 4-second difference in the shot clock to the game clock. Bumped on the way up, but hits it, and they call the blocking foul.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. Kessler passes to Hendricks. And Kessler throws it down.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Sexton for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Colin Sexton.